Alrighty, so hopefully everybody's doing quite fine. There was nothing for day 3 because we had a family celebration of life. Somebody within the family passed away, but yeah, we're going to show you small little clips today. We're actually up in northern Ontario, and I mean northern Ontario, so Sault Ste. area is right where we are. It is quite nippy out here. And right when we landed, you can know there was probably only one plane though that took off right when we landed. So, but yeah, and way out there over top of the tree, there's a bird out there, right out, and Trevor is driving. So. Alright, so yeah, we're going to head over to Richard's Landing, and then we're going to be going also to the corner, so I don't know which way Trevor's going to go at first, but we got to fill up the car with gas. So, yeah. Alright, so I will see you guys in a bit. Already being by. Now, for us though, we live in a big city, and we're finding though that our city does not really do snowplows. Up here, up on the small island, and coming from the zoo, we did notice that snowplows were always out. So it shows basically how Southern Ontario people really care for snowplows compared to how Northern Ontario is. But the snowbanks actually in the Sioux reminded me so much of the snowbanks in Stratford back in the 80s. Quite big and large. So, but yeah, I'll be quiet and you guys can watch. Actually up ahead. Again, though, it's like what Trevor said, though. The roads here on the island are more clear than what they are back in southern Ontario. Sorry for all the shakiness. The road we're coming up to, if you turn left, you're heading actually out to Old Fort St. Joseph, right where the War of 1812 started. If you go straight, you're actually heading out to where the ships are, going up and down during the summertime, but we're going to be turning right. And that goes into Richard's Landing. Over there is right where they used to do the big fairs. We were in there yesterday. That's right where we were. Yeah, the first road coming actually on the left is to do with Trevor's family's heritage. Trevor's grandfather, I presume, actually created the road, and it was actually all paved. It's right where all the family on Trevor's side of the family lives. So again, that's the first road on the right. Sorry, left, thank you. Yeah, left. So, right down there, yeah. And there's the hotel right there. Is that the school there? No, that's a house. There's a school. Yeah. Where's this library? There's the school there for that elementary. Library there. And for our good friend Pam, he's been on our show a couple times. Post office right there. But we gotta go to the grocery store, so we'll see you right when we get out.
1 hour later.
Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna show you just a little bit actually of the downtown here for Richards Landing. We're gonna go for a walk. So yeah, if you join in. Now it is cold up here, but the only thing that's difference between the cold from here, Southern Ontario, this is a dry cold. I'm out with no gloves on. Southern Ontario, I would be actually out with gloves on right now. There would be winter toques and everything else. Up here, you don't have to worry. This is Northern Ontario. Now my in-laws' church is right here.
No, this is...
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my in-laws' church.
Yeah.
So, let's get over top of Trevor. There we go. Yeah. Alright. There's Trevor bundled up. I don't know why, but... Something. So right there, that's the harbor location altogether. I don't know where he's going. It's a small little island here. It takes roughly an hour to go around the full island, or an hour and a half, something like that. There's 3 different communities here. Richards Landing, Hilton Beach, and then Jocelyn County. So... and it kind of looks like a picture postcard for a movie set. It's busy during the summertime here. You've got a lot of
tourists, boating, fishing, camping type stuff.
So. We usually come up here during the summer times, but this past summer, if you go back actually on our playlist here on YouTube, you will be able to see though that we were out in Victoria, BC. That's right where the in-laws live and the rest of the family up on this island here. It's right there, Richards Landing Marine, and that over there, the lighthouse, is actually my father-in-law actually helped build. So yeah. And sometimes you have your public washrooms down here, which is nice. Now, way out there is the bridge that we crossed actually in episode 2, like part 2, is the bridge. So yeah. You gotta look really close, it's way out there. So. And look at all that snow. Southern Ontario would not have that much snow. Alright, so we're heading back, and we'll continue right when we get in the car. Alrighty, so I guess we're going to go actually on the road that I was saying, coming into Richards Landing to do with Trevor's family, and there's Trevor there driving. So we'll show you actually his grandparents' first house here on the island. It's coming up, it's the off-white color one right there, which to me is a yellow. Trevor, that's a white off-white. Right there, that's Trevor's actually grandparents' house originally. And if you want to be able to check out Trevor's show, please do at the hauntedlifepodcast.com and also on the Podbean. So yeah, we're going to go a little bit more forward down the road. Don't want to hit this little kid on the bike. So right here in Littleton, street is what it is, and we're going to go up. Trevor's family, actually on mom's side of the family, lives here. We're not going to point out where. Now, a gorgeous house that's coming up here on the right-hand side. It's up for sale right now. It's this one here. Gorgeous property. For that house, so if you want to be able to check out the listing, go underneath Richards Landing. House is for sale underneath Google, and the house is actually on there. It's a nice size property. It's nice inside, but price-wise, so it's a little bit higher. So there's the right where the corner fest used to be. Actually, all on this property here. I think we're going to go for a quick lunch before we go to the mainland. Who knows where we are going next. So, right down there is a trailway, how to get down to the fort. We're on the north part of the island, and that's on the very south end is the fort. Part of the War of 1812 history. It did not start off in southern Ontario.
1 hour later.
So we had to go to the corner, actually of Highway 17, and it got off for St. Joseph Island. Now we're going back. There we go. Somebody's transferring. If I would have put 15, it would be a full tank. Huh? Well, start the gas station though that we went to started off at $25. So actually for the prepaid, doesn't not like back home. Hopefully you guys can see over there, but St. Joseph Richard sign's over that way. There we go. Yeah. That's all lake right there. And at one time though, to that bridge though that we just took, you used to be able to cross only with a small little ferry. You drive on the ferry and then it would go across. We're going to close it off here for number 3. You guys have a great one, and we'll talk to you later.